Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Thank you for taking time out of busy schedule to attend NTT IR Day today. I'm Hiroi of NTT and serves as the moderator today. IR Day, well, this year marks the 5th thanks to your support. Today's program, as shown here, Senior Executive Vice President Shimada is going to give the opening remarks, and President Sawada will talk about the smart world, which is going to be our major strategy going forward. In the midst of this smart world, smart city will become the major pillars, and to talk about the urban solutions that can create vibrant communities, NTT Group as a regional partner, and Mr. Nakagawa, President of NTT Urban Development, and Mr. Ichiboshi of NTT Facilities are going to give their presentations. And after that, today, from the city of Las Vegas in the United States, we have a pleasure of having Mr. Michael Sherwood, Director of Information Technology, the city of Las Vegas, here with us. And he is going to introduce the joint demonstration project on public safety in the city of Las Vegas. And lastly, well, we are really going to have the general overall Q&A session led by President Sawada, as well as attended by Mr. Nakagawa and Mr. Ichiboshi. And so for each individual presentation, well, after the presentation is delivered, we are really going to spend some time for Q&A. And then, well, at the very end of part 1 of the program, we are really going to have the general Q&A session. And this shows the programs for part 1. And as usual, as part 2 of the program, we have the presidents of group companies as well as executives of the NTT Holdings are available to meet with you in a different room. So we hope that many of you will join us there. Well then, without further ado, we would like to get started. On the opening of NTT IR Day, Executive Senior Vice President Shimada will say a few words. Mr. Shimada, the floor is yours. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to attend NTT IR Day 2018. We hold this event every year to facilitate direct communication between our major investors and senior management of NTT Holdings, as well as of NTT Group companies. We position this as a very precious opportunity for us to have this kind of direct communication. As Mr. Hiroi introduced, this year marks the 5th of its kind, and we are once again very grateful to see so many of you here today. Once again, we appreciate your attendance. In June, NTT Group began its steps forward to a new growth path by the new management team under the leadership of President Sawada. And we have just made the start of the new journey. And in November, we also announced that the new midterm management plan will be released, and then the time required for really having the journey, and also what would be the cruising speed that we will be making the journey. And so I hope that you will wait until November to have more of the details for this new midterm management plan. And those of us who are engaged in a corporate management are conscious of the speedy management. And as you may be well aware, back in August already, a plan to establish a global intermediate holdings company and also to set up the new venture capital in the United States, and that was already announced. And in September, with the aim of centralizing the procurement functions, NTT Global Sourcing Inc. was to be established in the US. Additionally, yesterday, we made a press release on our plan to make NTT Urban Development a wholly owned subsidiary company. And today, we designed a program to help you understand what kind of value partner NTT Group aims to be. And this is the major topic. And in the context of such a story, we want to share with you, for example, why do we intend to make Urban Development 100% owned subsidiary company, which was press released yesterday, or how NTT is going to transform its real estate business in a manner unique to NTT. We hope that all of you here will find a very meaningful time, and we are really going to do our very best. And without further ado, we would like to kick off the program. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We would now like to go on to the presentation. First, we'd like to invite our President and CEO, Mr. Sawada, to talk about NTT Group's initiatives towards Smart World, entitled NTT Group's Commitment to Smart World. IoT enables a smart world. Mr. Sawada, the floor is yours. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Sawada is my name. Thank you so much for joining us despite your very busy and demanding schedule. We do appreciate your attendance today. The program consists of 3 parts. I would like to use a new term, smart world, if I may. We have set this target of a smart world, and I would like to share with you what initiatives we would like to pursue in the context of this new thinking, smart world. Smart world. For a richer city, smart city. For new inspiration, smart stadium. Changing manufacturing, smart factory. For smoother mobility and movement, smart airport. For a freer society, smart mobility. For higher productivity, smart building. For more comfortable lifestyle, smart home. Supporting life, smart hospital. Evolution and evolving at all times, smart world. Thank you very much. I just wanted to share with you the image of what we envision in the context of the smart world. It could be said that up until now, we have been pursuing a business model called B2B2X model. We have embarked on this business model. And as you're aware, we have collaboration with a company called FANUC. This is the usage of IoT in the manufacturing site, and also with NYK. IoT on the vessel, on ships, and also as is captured on the slide. And starting from this year, we have begun to be involved in public safety solution with the city of Las Vegas. So in a very comprehensive manner, when you take a look at this total picture, and of course it's not IBM, but I think the term smart really encapsulates the image. So the B2B2X model, which we are pursuing at NTT, this is where we will be recognized as a valid partner from the perspective of the partners and achieve their aspirations. This, I believe, connects to the notion of a smart world. That is our position. Now, going forward, it's likely that together with partners around the world, we will be pursuing various possibilities. If you rephrase the term smart, it could be synonymous digital transformation or digitalization. It's probably equivalent to such terms. At the same time, various countries, areas, cities in various different settings. It could be utilized. For example, a more comfortable, more enjoyable, more enjoyable rather. I think there are different objectives in each given setting, and supporting and helping to achieve those very natural aspirations. That is something that we probably will be able to enable through this smart world concept. In particular, when it comes to the issues faced by various urban centers, I've highlighted environment, energy, and aging social infrastructure, as well as aging population as the 4 typical urban issues on the slide. And from this summer until this fall, here in Japan as well, we had very hazardous weather conditions, and we were beset with a very large number of natural disasters. So the conventional concept of infrastructure, be it power, be it telecommunications, or be it mobility of people, they must transform to a new structure in order to accommodate this new situation. And in terms of declining birth rate and declining birth rate and declining population, of course, you have to consider the issue of education. Of course, overall, you have the target of Society 5.0 as the national target. And I believe we at NTT can play a role in helping to achieve this target. Now, in actuality, when it comes to mobility and energy, just the other day, together with JR East, we formed a consortium. We announced this type of initiative, and also in the field of energy. In spring, together with TEPCO, we established Cross, which is a joint venture planning company, with Tokyo Electric Power Company. But also in the field of regional energy management with Kitakami Power Produce and Supply Company, we are now involved in various studies and considerations. When we announce our second quarter results, we'll be announcing our medium-term management strategy. And we do hope that we'll be able to cover B2B techs, smart world, some of the initiatives, some of the targets. We hope to announce some of the targets, if you will, in order to achieve some of these goals and down the road. Now, in April, we announced this initiative involving the city of Las Vegas. We are now embarked on a trial phase, and we are planning to embark to commercialization and implementation from December this year. We are very happy to have with us the CEO of the City of Las Vegas, Mr. Michael Stewart, with us today, and he will be taking the floor later on for his presentation. We have NTT Data Services in the United States with that company and this City of Las Vegas and State of Nevada. Recently, the MOU was signed off between these 3 parties. What transpired in the city of Las Vegas was very meaningful. And the value of this was recognized by the state of Nevada as a whole. And I had the chance to meet Governor Sandoval quite recently. And the state of Nevada also wants to become a smart state going forward. So they approached us. And also our sales team is now receiving inquiries from cities throughout the United States. But not only that, the city of Las Vegas itself, I understand, is now receiving requests for various presentations from different municipalities throughout the United States. So that is the prevailing situation now. The solutions we adopted for the city of Las Vegas, and you might be familiar with this, but this involves safety solutions. It's based on sensing technology, and with the artificial intelligence, you would detect potential risks and dangers. But it's not just limited to that. It's an effort to create a better city of Las Vegas in many different aspects. We want to expand our initiatives to cover other aspects, and hopefully it'll not just be city of Las Vegas and not just in the United States. In Japan, Fukuoka, Sapporo, and with Yokohama, we've already signed a comprehensive partnership. But beyond that, we hope that in different municipalities and different cities, we'll be able to be involved in different initiatives. And in reality, the number of inquiries which we are receiving is on the rise. Now, today, I would like to touch upon something that we announced yesterday, and this was already mentioned by Mr. Shimada earlier. this involves NTT Urban Development. We announced a tender offer for NTT Urban Development to make this a wholly owned subsidiary firm. The objective is on this page. We don't want to limit ourselves just to conventional type of urban planning. We want to make sure that we offer a different type of urban solutions. Again, we use the term smart world, and we use the term urban solutions intentionally. For example, it's not just about smart cities involving large cities. We also want to involve regional communities and regional cities, urban solutions that would be unique to such medium-sized cities. And also there's urban setting or urban solutions or solutions that would be befitting agricultural community. So therefore, that is why we are talking about urban solutions. And so real estate multiplied by the box on the right. Maybe it's the digitalization, could be just a digitalization, but by using ICT, we can pursue design, construction, and maintenance. So encouraging people to use ICT-based design, construction, and maintenance, which means that we have a situation where customers will be using such products that we offer, and also will be able to offer telecom, IT services, which is based on real estate. And we'll be able to create synergy between the two. So that is our position here. If I may elaborate further. Here we make a reference to NTT Group's unique urban solutions, and I believe there are 3 such solutions. We already have 1,300 telephone exchange stations. Yeah, we also have more than 1,000 buildings. So we have a total of, so we have close to 9,000 buildings and properties. And in these so-called core cities, the telephone exchange stations, because of geographical constraints, are located in the center of the community. So therefore, why not leverage the location of the telephone exchange stations? And the second is to involve real estate and energy and have cross-sector utilization of personnel and technology in relation to real estate and energy. And the third, this relates to B2B2X and Smart World that I mentioned earlier, but we are pursuing partnerships with different partners right now. And also, with in relation to 5G initiative, we're involved in cooperation and collaboration with many different municipalities. And also, we hope that we'll be able to extend this to collaboration involving real estate and properties as well. Now, the structure for the promotion of these initiatives, again, as they're probably familiar, we are the 20th will be the official date, but we have set aside 30 days for this period. And we would like to wait for consideration on the part of minority investors and shareholders. And at the end of the day, we hope to create a structure to enable a wholly owned subsidiary. And toward spring, we hope that the organization called NTT SH can indeed emerge as an urban solutions business promotion company. They are the offer, if you will, tender offer. So therefore, the shares of NTT Urban Development and NTT Facilities will be transferred to this company, if you will, NTT SH. And so NTT Urban Development as a developer and NTT Facilities is an engineering organization. With these 2 wheels, we hope to create an urban solutions business promotion company, a core, which will be very unique to NTT Group. And also, we would like to add collaboration with other members, other group companies of NTT. And we should not just focus on real estate. We should focus on other core business areas and seek development in areas aside from the core real estate. Now, as far as the business plan of this urban solution business promotion company is concerned, at this juncture, we have not yet finalized the consideration of this. So after NTT Urban Development becomes a wholly owned subsidiary firm, and after NTT Facilities are transferred to that new company, then at that juncture, we would like to give due consideration to the potential business plan for the new organization. So those of you in the audience, you probably heard the press release that was announced yesterday. And we wanted to share with you a real estate initiative which is very much unique to NTT Group. This is aligned with the manager management strategy of utilization of assets, and also this relates to our efforts to pursue digital transformation for ourselves and also pursue digital transformation for our customers. And we want to support such initiatives with ESG inclusive of a shareholder return. And it is based on this philosophy that we want to compile the manager management strategy and announce concrete numerical targets. We look forward to your continued support, and we look forward to your kind understanding. And so this was a highlight and outline. But with this, I would like to conclude my presentation. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Sawada.